This is Leetcode problem 66 plus 1. So you are given a large integer represented as an integer array, and what you have to do is, given this array of integers, for instance 1, 2, 3, you have to act like that's a whole integer as 123, and you just have to increment it by 1. So your result should be an integer array that is 1, 2, 4. So in the second example, you're supposed to act as if this is the integer 4,321 and return it as an array 4322. So then in example 3, if you're given 9, you have to return an array that is 1, 0, which is 9 plus 1, so you're given 10. So in this example, basically what we're going to do is go and get the rightmost number. So we will iterate through the array from right to left. Then we're going to check to see, is this number less than 9? So if it's less than 9, we can just increment it by 1 and return that array. So the problem will arise if we run into a number 9. So for instance, this is number 9 and we're also at the end of the array. So what we're going to have to do is expand this array by 1 and then make the first digit number 1. So if at the end of the array we have to expand length of array by 1, make first digit 1, and then return it. So if we are not at the end of the array, we'll just make that a 0. So let's see what that will look like. So let's iterate from right to left. So we will say for int I equals to digits length, and we're going to say -1 because it's 0 based. I is greater than or equal to 0. We're going to say I minus minus. So that is incrementing from right to left. So let's check if it's less than 9. So if our digits I, we're just going to say if it's not equal to 9, we are just going to take that digits I and increment it by 1, and then we can just return it. That would be in this case here. So we have this 3, we're going to increment it to 1, and we're just going to return it. So if we're not at the end of the array, we're going to make that a 0. So we're going to say if I is not equal to 0, we're just going to say digits I equals 0. And then if we get, wait, what did I see here? So we're at the end of the array here, and we will have to expand the length of the array by 1 and make the first digit 1, and then we're going to return it. So what we could do here is we could just say int array answer is going to be a new int, and it's going to be digits length plus 1. And we're just going to say the answer is going to be equal to 1, and then at that point we are just going to return the answer. So basically this is if we get all the way through the array and we need to, for instance, if the given array was 99, so we would want to expand this out to be 1 more, which would be 0, 0, 0, and we're going to make the first one 1. And let's run this. And let's do an edge case of something like 99. Yeah, and so that should be it. I don't have to make a totally new array here. I could just say you could reassign digits to be an entirely new array, and then I'll have to return digits. That would also work, and hopefully that will help you. Thank you so much.